I want to give the particles an age limit so that they don't grow infinitely. I'll open up the ice tree and make sure that I set the age and delete particles when they reach that limit. If I bring in both the set and delete particle at age limit compounds, I'll plug them in respectively. Set particle age limit to the execute on emit port. It's initialized as the particle is born. And the delete particle at age limit I'll plug into port 2. So I'll set the age limit to something reasonable. If I just hit play, I'm probably going to want the particles to live for, I would guess, about 15 seconds maximum. So if I set the age limit to 15, I'll just roll things back here. In fact, if I just click on the timeline, I'll just simulate to that point. So it looks like particles are actually getting to about this height. We could probably go a little higher than that, so I'll set the age to about, maybe not quite 22, but we'll go with 17 or 18. And if I just scrub ahead to the end frame, or close to the end frame, I get a more reasonable height. We might have some particle expansion around this height, but we do want to have a fairly high smoke cloud. So now that I've got my age limit set, the particles are being deleted at the age limit, let's add some random motion, some smoke-like motion to the particles. To do that, I'm going to take the existing particle position, I'm just going to add forces to those positions. So I'm going to get the particles moving in the direction I desire. So if we clear off our filter menu and go back under the particle tasks, I'm going to go into the forces category and bring in an add forces compound. I'm going to make some room in the base of the ice tree for it, so in port 1 I'm going to insert a port after that by right-clicking. I'm going to add in my add forces compound, and what I want to do is use a control object. I'm going to use a wind force and turbulize around that wind directional vector. So I could actually use the built-in wind force through ice, but I actually prefer to use the control object available to me from within the get control object menu. So I'll bring in the wind, and the reason of course is because it does provide me with a visual on my direction vector. So I'll actually take that and rotate it maybe 180 degrees, so it's pointing in the opposite direction. And to that wind force I'm going to add some turbulence. So let's bring the wind force in as a get data. And wind, of course, outputs its value as a vector. If we wanted to see that vector, I could actually plug into my add forces compound, and if I just right-click to start over, I'll right-click on the add forces input, the stream itself, and show the values for it. And I can show you the value of each of the particles as vectors. So we can actually see here that the particles want to move in this direction. We're getting extremely long vectors that show us that direction. But at least I get an idea of the direction. So if I was to move the vector, you can see how the vector updates as I move the wind icon. So it doesn't matter where the wind is, it just matters the direction to control the vector. Okay, maybe I'll have the wind kind of moving slightly upwards as well. So I'm getting a visual on that. I'm just going to turn off the visualization, and now I want to turbulize around that vector.